Hey everyone, Ken's Wild here with Wild Child Horsemanship, and welcome to day number 12 of training Mustang Cherokee. If you guys have been following along with Cherokee's training, then you know our last session was, it was a bit rough. I let Cherokee off the lead so that I could go grab a few things, and when I came back, he just refused to be caught. He was super stressed over something that I am unsure of, and overall, he was just having a really bad day. So in today's session, we are just going to take things super duper easy, and I'm just going to spend the time grooming him because this is something I haven't done a lot of since bringing him home. You can see that I have the lead rope kind of looped around the fence. I haven't worked on standing tied with him, so I don't want to like hard tie him. But I have that lead rope looped around the fence in the event something happens, and I'm just going to give him a lot of reinforcers as I do this and brush him as I go along. I feel like oftentimes in horse training, we get so caught up in learning the next thing that we forget to take a break and breathe, right? Cherokee, so far, he's used to the fact that every single time that he gets a halter on, he has to do some form of work. Whether he's getting reinforcers or not, that halter means that he gets work. And so he's kind of created an association between the halter and me, and so that could also be a contributing factor in why our last session he didn't want to be caught, because he knew that that halter means that he gets some work. So now by taking a step back and putting that halter on and just doing nothing except for grooming, that's a good step away for him to realize that just because there's a halter does not mean that work is coming. Another benefit of taking a day to just spend time with your horse is that it starts to build trust, right? You start to build some form of a bond because the horse learns that sometimes he just has to exist alongside you. You're not always going to ask him to do something. There's not always going to be something new to learn or to work on, but sometimes you just exist in the presence of each other, and that can be a great way to start building trust. At Wild Child, I'm super adamant about putting connection over control. I want my horses to want to be with me, and I want them to trust me enough that they feel comfortable being around me and doing things with me. And so that is something that I feel like is super important. One thing that I love to do with horses is just braiding their manes and tails. It is something that I find so therapeutic, and on top of that, it's a good way to work with the horse on standing, because all they literally have to do is stand there while you mess with their mane for a little bit of time. And it's a good way to show them that, look, I know I'm here, I know I'm doing stuff, but all you got to do is stand. Nothing's really happening. I'm just messing with your mane. Typically, I do not use like ponytails when I'm braiding manes. I like to use electrical tape because I feel that it pulls out less of the horse's mane. Now, you can see here that as I go to rip off a piece of electrical tape, it scares Cherokee and he backs up a bit. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that lead rope and I'm going to slowly pull him back to the exact same position that he was in, just as a way to show him that, hey, I know you reacted, I know you were afraid, but we're going to come back and do the exact same thing. I don't want to punish Cherokee or make him back up, because all he was doing was expressing his concern for me ripping the tape off of the roll. And that's not something to punish. I don't want to punish him for communicating with me and expressing his emotions, because I'd much rather a horse tell me when they're afraid and nervous than for them just to like have things trigger stacking and for things to pile up and then out of nowhere they just explode. Here is Cherokee's mane, all nice and braided. I am absolutely in love with his mane. It is just so thick, so colorful, so long, and honestly, Cherokee is just a gorgeous horse all the way around. And last but certainly not least, I go to pick up Cherokee's hose, as this is a super important behavior that he definitely needs to get more used to, because farrier work is like a priority with any horse. Before we close off this video, don't forget to go and check out our books. I've got 3 books on the shelf, and they are all on a variety of topics relating to horses. We also have a podcast out there. It is about the life lessons horses have to teach us. And we also have a merch store, so you can go and get some cool fancy merch, sport it, send us a picture of you wearing it, and we'll give you a discount on your next purchase. With that being said, I'd like to give y'all a friendly reminder that all of the pictures and videos, all of the content you see at Wild Child is funded by myself. I like to do this at absolutely no cost to you guys, because the world is so expensive right now, and I really just want to help make a better world for the horses we all love so much. However, if you would like to help financially support the sanctuary horses, the materials we need to make and edit these videos, I have a list of different ways that you can donate. I'm not a registered nonprofit. I'm just an LLC trying to make a living, support the animals, and help horses and humans overcome their problems while advocating for kinder, more humane horsemanship methods. With that being said, if you have not already, please hit the red subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, our podcast, and all of the many, many other things that we have available. Thank you all for watching. Stay strong, stay true, stay wild, and we'll see y'all next time.